Hey guys, welcome back to my crazy big black family guys on YouTube guys. This is a tutorial video how to morning do my gray hair that I do every single day. So what I'm doing is I'm actually doing my hair before I go to work guys. This is literally what I do every single day before I go to work. And I'm saying good morning to my son and coming by saying good morning because I do this again every morning before I go back to work, but back to the video. So I'm putting I had put some Indian hemp grease in my hair. I try to keep it moisturized because when you have gray hair, you begin to notice that your gray hair kind of be a little bit extra dry. So what I try to do is I keep my hair, try to keep it extra moisturized so that I can overshadow those gray spots that are a little bit more brittle or more dry. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the grease and I'm putting it all the way through to the bottom of the hair so that it can get saturated thoroughly and through with the grease, the Indian hemp, which also grows your hair. My hair is pretty fine. It gets thick when like I don't have moisturizing, but it's kind of generally thin. And it literally just takes a little bit of water and some kind of moisturizer, and as you see, it will get wavy, it will get curly, it curls up. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the same thing I did on the other side, and I'm just saturating this side with the hair grease all the way, saturate through all the way from the beginning to the end, and just making sure I cover the whole entire hair with the moisturizer and greasing my hair really good. I'm taking a good look, making sure that I don't miss nothing. I'm getting in really close so that I can see that I moisturize all of it. I do this every single day before I get ready to go to work. I do my hair first, so that's what I'm doing right now. I sit down or I stand in the bathroom or in the kitchen and just do my hair. Right now I'm in the kitchen and I'm just sit there. And what I'm doing now is I'm taking the hair and I'm twisting it with the grease and moisturizer in it, almost like into a twist, and that's like to get my edges moisturized too, because a lot of time you can have your hair saturated but your edges may not be nice and moisturized. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get them edges and I'm just twisting it all the way around, like, you know, back in the days they said, remember this style, they used to do the little twisters, like you would twist both sides instead of corn braids. But I'm not gonna do this style. I'm just like saturating my hair. It's just a little hair growth hack, or just a little tip to have, you know, make sure that you get all the grease or the moisturizer thoroughly through the hair. So now I'm just again going through my fingers, using them like a comb, and just going all the way to the edge of the hair to make sure that I get it all saturated through. I don't know what I was looking at, but I'm keep looking over there. But we'll get back to the video guys. Happy Tuesday morning again guys. Back to this video. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like this how-to video, please guys subscribe to at my crazy big black family guys on YouTube. So I'm getting it nice and close for you guys, and you see that, you can see that it's nice and saturated, and it's like evenly saturated. So now what I'm doing is I'm washing my hands off so I can get all the grease off my hands, because I'm going to take the water now and I'm going to just use the water and again saturate my hair, because it literally needs water. My hair, as soon as I put water in it, it just like literally comes alive. So I'm going to use the water, and if I want to, I could just put water and some grease inside of it and I could just throw it in a ponytail. But I like to have it, you know, nice and stiff looking, so I'll put the edge control or some gel. Today we're going to be using edge control for the sides, just to make them, to lay them down. But I could just like literally put these two sides into a ponytail right now and call it a day. Protective hairstyles is like I would have done, like I said, I could have just put it in two ponytails. But even this, I'm doing this to grow, protect, and keep my hair moisturized, especially with gray hair. Once you hit age and your hair starts to gray, or if you have gray hair, you want to keep it moisturized, because it's the one part of your hair that doesn't stay as moist as the rest, and it stands out a lot. So I try to, if you notice, look at that, you see all the waves, all the hair is thoroughly, evenly moisturized, and then I just keep wetting it and using my fingers to go through it and twist it, just to get the moisturizer and the water thoroughly through. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get my edge control, and this is just a $1.03 edge control, guys. Perfect edge control, and I use this for gel, like, cause to me it sits better. I like this for my to lay my hair down on the side. I like the gel too. Like I like the gel if it's a super hold, but if it's not a super hold, I don't like it. And to me, the edge control works like that, or even jam too. Jam is good for that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna take a little bit, and as you see, I'm just gonna wrap it like right around the sides, and that's all that I want it for, is just to like lay the sides down, because I've already saturated, moisturized, and watered my hair, so it's thoroughly moisture. So I just want to give my sides some care, so that when I put the ponytails in, which that's what I'm gonna do, I just put my hair in two nice little ponytails for work, guys, something simple, and then I tie it down. But when I put the two ponytails in, I want the edges to be nice and laid. When it comes to ponytails, even if I have one ponytail, I like my ponytail nice and neat, and I like it nice and clean, and I like it nice and brushed up. I don't want no pieces sticking out or anything like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just getting all around the edges, all in the middle where the part is at. So when, like, you see the part, you see it nice and separated, and it's nice and flatly laid down. That's what I call a nice ponytail. And look at that, I'm just blending all the edge control in. I got a nice little brush with some nice hard bristles. And you just look at that. You brush it all the way through. All the way through. Look at that. And voila. Look at that. You see that? Look at that. It's so nice and neat. Look at that, guys. See the little curls right there? Ponytail already forming itself. All I got to do is grab my scrunchies like you see, and I just have. And when I do the scrunchies, I like more support. So I usually have like 2 or 3 scrunchies for each ponytail. I don't like to do a ponytail. Even one ponytail, I don't like to have just one scrunchie. It needs to be at least 2. For me, that supports it better. So I'm gonna do 2 or 3 scrunchies on each one of these ponytails. And I'm just brushing up the back, because I'm very particular about my back too with the ponytails. I'm grabbing my scrunchies, brush up the side one more time, make sure I gather everything that's gonna go inside the ponytail evenly, so that when I grab my scrunchie, look at that, I just grab it, grab the hair, it's nice and together. You see it? I brush it up again just to make sure I didn't leave anything out, and grab the hair, grab the scrunchie, and voila. I wrap it, and I wrap it like at least 3 or 4 times, so like I said, I can get support. You can wrap it twice. Some people don't want to wrap it that many times because you don't want to pull your hair too much either, but I wrap it at least 3 or 4 times. Sometimes I put it in the bun, but lately I've been just wearing it down like this, guys. You see that? Look at that. Look at that, guys. Nice little protective style. And I'm 52 years old. I'll be 53 in August, but who says I can't wear 2 nice Afro puff ponytails, natural hairstyles, natural look, no coloring, no hair dyes, nothing, just my natural look. I've been going natural for, it's been since I think I turned over 45, probably like at least 7 years now, wearing just my hair, no color in my hair, because I decided at one point, like, I'm sick and tired of doing this, keep coloring my hair, and then when I wet it, because I do wet my hair often, the color drains quick, comes out quicker, so then I gotta color it again. So yeah, I said, you know what, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that. Plus, not only that, it doesn't show the real me to put color in my hair, and people seeing that color all the time, and then one day I surprise them and I don't put color in, and they're like, wait a minute, your hair was this color? So I said, okay, I'll surprise these folks early on. I'm gonna let these folks see this is the color of my hair. And actually it went off with a hat with a hitch, no problem. I had missed a little piece. See, I don't like that, so I had to go back and get the brush it. Look at that little piece right there too. I'm telling you, I'm very particular about ponytails. But yeah, I'm wrapping it again, and I'm wrapping it again, and that is about the gist of it, guys. That's how I take care of my hair. That's how I do this gray hair. That's how I keep my hair protected, and that's how my hair grows. Look at that. And now I'm just gonna, fluff up the ponytails, the Afro puffs, whatever you want to call it, natural hair, protective styles. And I just comb the brush, use my hand as a flat, like an iron type of thing, iron the ponytail through, so that I can really express my waves and my curls. And I do that to both ponytails. And I do this every single morning, guys. And this is what I do to maintain my nice, shiny, neatly togethered Afro puffs, guys. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, share, and comment and subscribe.